Assalamu alaikum student of class 9th. There is a chapter named The Role of Women in Pakistan Movement. In this lecture I'll provide you the reading and explanation and general discussion of this chapter. The role of women in the Pakistan movement. Here you are having some important jot down points done by me. In this struggle, Muslim women worked side by side with the men, actively participated in the struggle of Pakistan side by side with men, and they traveled to countryside as well to inform about the politics of the country, met the wives and the daughter of the viceroy. These four ladies actively participated in this struggle, and their names are B. Amma, Miss Fatma Jinnah, Begum Rana Liaquat Ali, Begum Muhammad Ali. Now student, take out your books and page number is 45. Page number 45 I am doing the reading of this chapter and explaining you the difficult words. You have already learned that Pakistan was established on 14 August 1947. Before this, the British ruled South Asia. After about 1 year of British rule, both the Hindus and the Muslim of India realized that they must recover their independence and do away with the rule of British. In the beginning, both the Hindus and the Muslim worked together to drive the British from India. Together they formed a political party called the Indian National Congress, but soon the Muslim realized that Hindu who were in majority in the Congress as well as in the country would never give equal treatment to the Muslims and would never share the fruit of independence with them. So they formed their own political party and call it All India Muslim League. Many Muslim leaders who had earlier joined the Congress party now left it and became the member of Muslim League. In 1934, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah became its president. The Muslim, being united on a common platform under the able guidance and leadership, now started their struggle for an independent Muslim state to be called Pakistan. It was very difficult to make the British realize that they had to consider the demand of the Muslims before they decided to give independence to India. A long and hard struggle followed. Not only did the men take part, but women also actively participated in this glorious struggle. At that time, our women were in strict parda. They were less educated and less politically aware than the Hindu women, but there were a number of brave and selfless women who, in spite of all these hindrances means difficulties, came forward and worked for this noble cause side by side with men. Side by side is an idiomatic structure, student. It should be underlined. Okay. They formed the Muslim branch of the Muslim League to organize women and inform them about the politics of the country. They traveled to the countryside to tell the Muslim women there what they should do. They organized public meeting for women and addressed large gathering. They also took in public meeting organized by men and made speeches before large audiences. They met wives and daughters of the British officers, including those of viceroys, and made them realize that their demand was just. They opened classes in their own homes to educate Muslim girls. Sometimes the police would use tear gas and would lathi charge the women meeting and even arrest their leaders. Page number 46. They encouraged their brothers, husbands and sons not to give up the struggle until their goal was achieved. Among such selfless and courageous women, the name of aged Abadi Begum, popularly known as B. Amma, lead the rest. B. Amma was the mother of Maulana Muhammad Ali and Maulana Shaukat Ali, two brave and noble brothers who devoted their life to the cause of Muslim. When in this struggle, two brothers were arrested, brought to trial. Trial means to put in jail and imprisoned for 2 years. She sent a word to them not to give up their cause. Give up is also an idiomatic structure, class, underline it, and not to ask for pardon, which was a condition of their release. B. Amma had not been to school or college. Her greatness lies in the fact that she had taught her son to be willing to sacrifice their life in the cause of Muslim independence and later encourage them to accomplish their goal. Accomplish mean achieve. Another lady worthy of her admiration is Begum Muhammad Ali, dressed in burqa. She not only attended men's public meeting but was also a first woman to address them. She spoke in simple words and natural tone but very effectively. She also wrote for the press. Her opinion were highly respected and the Quaid-e-Azam held her in great esteem regards. When she was to address women meeting, large crowd would gather to hear her. Men and women honored her alike. Then there was Miss Fatma Jinnah, page number 47, whom the grateful nation called Madar-e-Millat, mother of the nation. She helped her brother in the struggle for the establishment of Pakistan. It was through her that the Muslim women were able to seek the Quaid-e-Azam guidance and to have interviews with them. Being more politically aware, they passed on her information to other women. In addition to this, she looked after. Looked after is also an idiomatic structure. Her illustrious brother means very close to, illustrious. Begum Rana Liaquat Ali worked as an honorary secretary and typist to Liaquat Ali Khan, her husband, at a time where Muslim League could not afford the salary of a secretary. She arranged parties where Muslim women could meet the wives and the daughter of the viceroy and to explain them about their side of matter and express their protest. They also organized women volunteer service and later on the National Guards, consisting of 3 battalion, consist of 2,400 girls, in which she had herself held the rank of brigadier. In Sindh, page number 48, in Sindh, the work of awakening the Muslim women was carried by Lady Nusrat Harun, Lady Sughra Hidayatullah, Begum Khairun-Nisa Shaban, Miss Fakhrun-Nisa Wali Muhammad Afandi. Lady Harun was a spirited woman of upright character and a kind hostess. Her house in Karachi became the center of Muslim women political activities, and it was a place of welcome to the Muslim League worker. When they came to Karachi to attend meetings, classes were also held in her own house to educate Muslim girls. Lady Hidayatullah travelled throughout the Sindh holding women public meetings. The first public meeting of women in Sindh was held in Karachi Zoological Garden. These 3 ladies led the anti-British procession. Lady Sughra Hidayatullah, Khairun-Nisa Shaban led procession in Lahore, succeeded in hoisting the Muslim League flag on the Secretariat building. Begum Jahara Shah Nawaz from Punjab represented the Muslim women at the 3 Round Table conference held in London and was the first woman to make a speech in London Guildhall. She also travelled widely and explained to the people of the country why the Muslim in India wanted a separate state. Other women who played an active part in this struggle independence are Begum Iqbal Hussain, Begum Salma Tasadduq Hussain, Geti Ara Bashir Ahmad, Begum Shaista Ikramullah, Begum Bakarun-Nisa Noon, Begum Nawab Muhammad Ismail, Nurus Sabah Begum and Fatma Sheikh of Hyderabad, Sindh. Now, student, this lecture consists of only the discussion and the reading. You have to go through the reading as I have explained you the idiomatic structures and some of the difficult words with you. So kindly note it down and go through the reading at your home. If you need any assistance regarding this, you may ask me in the classroom as well. And kindly complete the notes. In the next lecture, I'll provide you the notes of this chapter. And this is the last chapter of first term English literature. I need all of you to complete these chapter poems in your literature copies and bring your copies for checking on Wednesday, inshallah. Okay, I'll be there. I'll help you out. Okay, students, stay blessed and stay healthy. Allah.